halfway point, my life is just turned upside down.
Yeah, it's been a great week. It's been a week of growth. I was shocked.
Welcome to the 40-day health challenge. It is day 20, the halfway point. Our challengers have done amazing work so far, following the videos on our website, Sophie's food plan, Eddie's mental fitness challenges, Sumi's advice, and my own exercise videos too. You can start on day 1 at any time on 40dayhealthchallenge.ie. We've got 3 nervous but excited challengers. Aimee.
My calves are on fire.
While Aimee is on maternity leave, she hasn't been forgotten.
I have to say my Aer Lingus family have been incredible. Every single day they're on to me, sending me voice notes, messages, like encouragement. So yeah, I have to say it's been...
I'm going to use you as a poster girl on the recruitment program.
Back in the net for Sheena.
My cardio done.
And somebody has found Quark.
This is going to be in my life forever.
And then there is Garry.
From the driver's seat and the couch to 6.4k, fast walking in a week. I'm over the moon.
Welcome to studio, guys. How are y'all?
Great. Nice to be back.
Very well.
Aimee, you're back into the real world now, aren't you? The first week you were you hid yourself away, got your planning together, got on top of things. How have you merged that with the plan in terms of getting back out, getting back into life again?
It was good, it was okay. I'm sleep deprived, so that was the hard part. But I found it was harder to keep up on my water when I was out and about because it just is the thing that got pushed. So that kind of annoyed me, I noticed that. But no, it was okay. I was out a few times and instead of going out for food, I was like, no, I'm going home and I'm going to cook myself. So that was good. And I wasn't getting my sugary coffees or anything. So far, so good.
Okay, we're going to have a look at a quick video first of all.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. What one did they pick? What is it?
Which one did they have a look at?
Let's have a look at this one.
Okay.
I can definitely feel the improvement, but can also feel my calves are on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a runner now, Karl.
I know. Hey, how does that feel for you?
I love it. I didn't do it for like 3 days. I think I missed one day and I missed it. Yeah. And not even the physical, it was just the mental. Like I felt myself getting much more overwhelmed, easier, stressed.
Yeah.
It's so nice. Yeah. I love it.
Well, running, it's very efficient. People don't have to run. A fast walk is brilliant. Both will do the same kind of purpose. But when it's 30 minutes, running just gives that little bit extra. Yeah. And it's a very efficient from a time perspective and it clears the head.
I found it hard going out to the 2 minutes.
Yes.
The 1 minute, no problem.
Yep.
And then by 1:40, I'm like...
The best thing I've seen this week is you've gone from running at night time, afraid of the daylight, God forbid someone might see you running, which is really common, where your first daytime run.
I feel like I looked like Phoebe in Friends and I was all kind of arms and limbs. I'm like not in my stride.
Not the Tom Cruise run yet.
No, someday I'll be.
So just, why we were running at night time?
Yeah.
Just explain that.
I don't know, like, when you see people out running, you're like, oh, everyone kind of looks at them because you're like, fair play. And I just didn't want people, because I'm still figuring it out. I'm still getting used to it. And then, obviously, with the stopping and starting, I was like, people are going to think I'm, so I was like, I'll just, but no, it was fine.
That's a real body confidence thing, isn't it now?
Yeah.
But
See, I'm not a runner. I've never done anything like that. So, I wanted to kind of get used to it myself first before I opened the attention to it.
So can I just get, I am not a runner at the moment, or I am becoming a runner
I'd love
at
to
the
be.
moment. Well, you did say it earlier on, but don't just put full stops in, I am not a runner.
Okay.
Because that limits you.
Yeah.
Now you're exploring it, you're enjoying it.
Yeah, really.
So I am becoming a runner.
Hopefully, yeah.
I wouldn't ever advocate for exercise late at night. Okay. You need at least a good 3-4 hours before you go to bed for you to come down off that exercise high in order to get that sleep cycle. Now, for you, we're in a totally different realm because you're breastfeeding, demand fed, your sleep's going to be disrupted. Yeah. You're a mom of 2, so anyone that's got more than one baby will know very different pregnancy, very different, you can't sleep when the baby sleeps. Yeah. You've got toddler demands, you've now got baby demands. So I need you to sleep. Okay, sleep is pivotal.
Let's have a look at your weight. It's one of the things we track, and let's bring it up on the screen. Your weigh-in on day 1 was 106 kilos. Yeah. Today, 100.5 kilos. 12 pounds down in 20 days.
Wow.
Yeah,
that is
nearly
incredible.
there. I'm so excited to get into 99 because I don't know the last time I saw that.
Really?
Like I wasn't, not consciously, I wouldn't have been registering it. I've just been 110 for as long as I can kind of, like the last few years.
Because you've had babies and rearing babies. And
yeah, I'd love to say that they didn't contribute to it. I lost weight when I was pregnant.
So you were in around 110 before you would have started, like even before you would have met you.
Yeah, when I got pregnant on Hannah, I was 110, and then I got to gestational diabetes, and I went down to 106, and I just stayed. My weight just seems to plateau, regardless of what I'm eating, what I'm doing, and it just stays. So yeah, I'm very excited to get that 0.5 gone. I mean, like 99.
Well done.
And like your composition's changing all the time with that. Your muscle mass is staying really stable.
Yeah, I can feel muscles.
Yeah. But so you're getting more definition now, more tone, and you can feel it, you can see it, because your body fat levels are dropping really well. And part of that is the fact that you're young.
Yeah.
You're one of our younger challengers. You like that? I know. It's
well, not metabolically now.
No, that'll come. But when you're that bit younger, your ability to change is that bit better than those of us who, I put myself in this age group now, who are older, the over 40s. By being that bit younger.
Thank you for joining us, Karl.
That's the first admission. Middle-aged guys.
First time I ever seen you admit that.
Thank you for joining us.
But Aimee, before we go any further, we're going to have a look at another video.
I calculated how much money we spent in December on takeaways, but just from my account was €464.
Convenience food should be relabeled as inconvenience food.
Brilliant.
Aimee, I couldn't agree with your dad more. Honestly,
Unbelievable.
He's fab.
He was only loving that.
Valuable lessons. Like, what do you think of that statement there?
I was shocked. Really. Now, I know it was December, so I like that, a lot of socialising, but the fact, like, that's only my accounts that even, like, my husband would have paid for stuff as well.
Okay, so just remind us, how much was it in December?
€464 on, like, coffees, takeaways, eating it, like grabbing sandwiches and stuff. Yeah. It's our childcare for the month, like.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Like, you think about the types of foods on the whole plan itself. Have you found the plan to be budget friendly?
Oh,
or?
Yeah.
In what way?
Just so much cleaner. I don't know. Like, I'm not buying like cakes, treats, crisps, those kind of things. So when they're all taken out of the shop, it's like €40 cheaper.
The chicken salad noodles calculated out per person €2.80 on the plan. So €2.80, you go out to get that, or you order it in easily.
20 for two,
And you think about, like, if most Irish families anyway, would get a takeaway once a week, all that savings, 52 weeks. A lot of money. Go get a holiday, out of that. But in terms of your dad, Aimee, just really quickly, with regards to kind of the effect that he has on his messages with regards to food, really important.
But look how trim and healthy he is, and
That's
he's
exactly
82.
it.
I know, yeah.
He was very fit, isn't he? He's pushing the buggy and he's walking like Billy.
We were very impressed with your dad. The wisdom, there was a huge amount of wisdom there around life.
He swims every day. I remember when I was, how old would I have been? When I was a kid, I knew he was doing, like, standing on his head doing yoga, and he would have been, like, in his 60s. Like, he's incredibly fit. Yeah, it does. And now,
even more so. I mean, when we saw him walk, his gait is just so perfect.
Oh, he takes the baby and is gone for 3 hours.
Absolutely.
He's gone, and he walks up and down the canal. He's gone.
Like, he's actually a great example to us all.
And that's that legacy of health that I keep saying to you, that I want you guys to be in your 80s. Literally getting in and out of cars. Opening doors, not worrying about falling, reducing your frailty.
Yeah.
Your dad is demonstrating he's living proof of that.
What does he do every day then?
He walks like 3 or 4 times a day. He goes swimming and he does weights.
Every day?
So and he's 82 and he does weights.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, he's like, and he minds my children.
Brilliant numbers so far. Thank you. Well done. Sheena, how's it going?
Very good. Yeah, it's been a great week. It's been a week of growth on many platforms, I suppose.
Well, you've made Sophie the happiest I've seen her
in
a very long time, because you love pork. One of the few people in the country who found it and loves it.
I said to Sophie this morning, I'm going to rub it all over my body to see if it also works as a moisturiser.
This is the look we
I'm just so sad that I was 48 years of age discovering cork, because the joy that it could have brought to my life.
You can do another 100 years.
The
At least you found it. It exists in Ireland anyway.
The health challenge is worth it because you said you like that. I honestly mean that.
Yeah, like, it's good protein. It adds a lot of taste. It's better for your cholesterol than butter.
Yep.
I mean, I could go on and on, but I won't bore you all to tears.
I still never have had
I
it.
appreciate it.
I can't. I've never
had it. I've never had it either. I think next week Sophie should bring it in and we should have it a little bit in
Let's have a
studio in
taster.
it.
Let's
We'll
have
have
a
a taster
taster.
session.
Honestly,
Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
already going to pass
little
on
bit.
that.
No, every night he's like, we go to watch our show, we used to have chocolate and all this stuff, and he's like, Cork ball. I'm telling you, wait for it.
It's
People
just
are missing out.
gorgeous.
Honestly, it's
Yeah.
really, really important.
So we're going to have a look at your weight. On day 1, you were 88.7 kilos. And today, you're 85.6 kilos. Half a stone down in 20 days.
Great, great. And
It's
I
an
think what I'm
amazing number.
realising now is the fast weight loss is not always good. Like, you know,
I would consider that fast weight loss, by the way.
Yeah.
Half a stone in 3 weeks is,
but
or
I
just
suppose
shy of 3 weeks.
I've done plans in the past where I would have lost that in a week.
Oh yeah, but they never work.
But they never work, but also they're not sustainable because you fall off the wagon after 20 days.
A chaotic
whereas
week
now,
throws you like last week would have done.
Yeah, or you know, I'm looking forward to the next 20 days as opposed to going, oh my God, do I have another 20 days of this? So, you know, the penny has dropped for me that 2 to 3 pounds a week is actually much better than £7 in week 1.
Absolutely.
And,
We've just nailed that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's what you want. And
I'm comfortable with it.
And then moving forward, it might be even slower. And even if it's slow and sustainable, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You don't want any big leaps.
Yeah.
Any problems food-wise?
No, I've never had a problem with food, and that is the problem.
Are you enjoying the meals?
Loving them. I'm just loving.
You're not just saying that.
No, I'm not. No. Which one did I not like?
How are we with the kidney beans? Are we any better?
I've had that 3 times since I've last been here. Okay. Now that is a bit of a thing that I do. I do tend to repeat something I love, which is why I want to challenge myself to the new meals.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
We're going to bring up a quick video now. We're going to have a look at this and then we're going to chat to Eddie.
I'm absolutely shitting myself. I'm really afraid that he'll say something that'll make me forgive my sister for her history of addiction, which obviously took her life in the end. And I'm afraid of that because where I currently am, she's a year dead, a year and a week tomorrow. I suppose I'm in the stage now where, you know, I'm angry with her, and that's easier than compassion. And this goes back to Eddie's compassion piece, which I really struggled with on a number of levels.
The reality of it is she didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah.
You know, I never knew what I was doing.
I'm afraid of forgiving her because I'm afraid of how that will feel, because how I currently feel is easier to get through day to day.
Oh God.
It brought up a lot with meeting Chris, and
I was fine until I got up that morning and I said, oh my God, I'm going to meet this man who did what she couldn't do. And will it make me feel even more sad that she's gone? But he was amazing. Like, he's such a phenomenal person, like that he's been able to turn his back on his addictions. But he made sense of so much for me.
It's brought up a lot, and I suppose one of the things that I picked up there was around the anger, obviously that anger piece. And
yeah.
I mean, it's still very raw. You know, it's 1 year. First of all, just for you to know, a lot of people don't know this, but there's an anniversary effect.
Yes.
Okay.
I can see why. It's nearly harder on the anniversary because you don't have, like, we do funerals and deaths very well in Ireland, and like for the whole month of that time you've got such an amazing support system in place, and you're seeing people you haven't seen in sometimes 20 years, you know, your old cousin from Union Hall who you haven't seen in decades. So there's that love and support. And a year later, and it happened to fall on the second Monday of January, and it was raining and it was grim. So that was the worst day.
That anniversary effect can be one thing. That anger is normal. Just that you know that it's normal. And I suppose the piece I would add for you to think about, if that makes sense, is you were talking about forgiveness. So sometimes we hold on to not forgiving because we want to hold on to our sister.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one way of thinking about it. Or another way to think about forgiveness too is, and I wouldn't rush you into thinking about, oh, you have to forgive and stuff like that. But what I would encourage you to think about is, right, forgiveness is not something that we give to others. Forgiveness is something that we do for ourselves to get well and to process the loss. So you forgive for yourself.
Yeah.
You were fearful about forgiving your sister, but the forgiveness is something for yourself.
So I suppose what I need to accept is, even if I had done more, I do feel the end result for her would have been the same.
I mean, we see this in our practices every day. Family members would say that they've lost somebody, that they could have done more, but I'm sure Chris would even say, what could you have done?
Yeah.
And he was in that situation.
Yeah.
We're saying people say that, they sort of beat themselves up, but you can't affect change in other people.
Yeah.
Like we can support you, we can guide you, we can give you some tools, but we can't affect change in you.
Yeah, it has to come from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think by the end we all understood that. Like we, used to kind of get her checked in places against her will, which is a total waste of time, because unless the person wants the help themselves, you're literally pissing into the wind.
You're just hoping that switch would happen in there, but what you've done is you've created an opportunity that might occur.
Yeah.
But that necessarily, so it's raw. Like a year after bereavement is raw. So it is. It's not.
It's not linear, I think, which
it's not
always
linear. So like
surprises me.
people often say like the sort of stages of grief are, denial, bargaining, anger, eventually get to acceptance, and but the way we think about grief more now is like a ball of wool. It's all wrapped up.
Yeah.
It's all knotty. It's all messy and stuff like that. So and it just takes time to process grief.
Yeah.
But and they say normal grief is about a 2-year period.
Right.
Okay. So you're in the early phase of this. So
Yeah.
Grief is like an ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's rocky and wavy, and sometimes it's smooth, and you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what
That's like.
Some days the wave drowns you, and some days you paddle.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So just go gently.
Yeah.
I think is the key message.
Yeah.
Sheena, keep on going. You're over the halfway point. Keep it up. Gary, how do you feel when you're driving the truck in the morning now, by comparison to how you used to feel?
Wide awake.
Wow.
I'm wide awake in the morning, but be it 3 o'clock, be it 4, whatever. I'm wide awake. I've energy that I don't think I've ever had.
Wow.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that lightly. I have a laugh and a joke and everything, but I really have felt halfway point. My life has just turned upside down. Coming in the evening, after a day's work, for me to want to go out, feel that if I don't get out, I'm after cheating myself. That it's unreal. I can't explain it.
We're going to have a look at some stats, and we're going to have a look at your weight first and foremost. You were 107 kilos when we started on day 1. Today, you're 101.5. You're 15 pounds down.
Holy moly, that's over a stone.
Over a stone, down.
You can see it. So
You
I'm
can
delighted.
see it big time.
I'm delighted with that.
Yeah. You can see it here in your
yeah.
belly,
Shrank.
everywhere.
You're disappearing on us, Gary.
Yeah.
You look great.
You do look
You
great.
really look great.
Oh, I'm loving me diet. I'm loving it. I'm taking bits and pieces out of everything.
How's the quirk?
I couldn't tell you.
Ask Michelle.
What I can tell you is,
The Weetabix is nice.
oh Lord, look at
Have
me.
some of the pork on your Weetabix. Try it.
It's cottage
honestly.
cheese now. I got cottage cheese.
Oh, yeah,
yesterday.
That's
It's
good too.
We're getting
Yeah.
it. Step up.
absolutely
Step up.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It's something
What
that
have you
I've
done
been
to us all,
missing.
Sophie?
A tuna, cottage cheese, sweet corn. I don't know what else was on the fucking but it was absolutely magic.
Yeah.
Magic.
I want to show you something in terms of your sugar intake, because it's crazy. You're doing immensely well. I just want to show you in terms of the amount of sugar that you were having on those journeys, just for interest's sake. Okay, so say we'll go with 5 or 6 kind of your regular chocolate bars. Okay, so each of these is a tablespoon. All right, so it's about 4 grams of sugar. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to be bored now.
every day,
5,
Gary. Every day.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, still more,
day.
13,
Every day.
Snap.
14, 15, 16, 17. Are we finished? No, we're not.
There's more. There's more.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and we'll say half. Every single day you were putting that into your body.
That was on sweets. When I'd come home, I would have a cup of tea.
Okay.
That would have at least 4 spoonfuls of sugar in the tea. And
tea?
I've always drank it that way. I'm off tea, I don't drink it anymore. But I've always, right back to when I was a child.
All of this sugar that was going into your body, like in terms of your digestive system, inflammation-wise, skin health, mood, all of that stuff, and now it's completely reduced.
Your skin is so much brighter.
Yeah, you can see it in you.
Yeah.
A
So
lot
it's
of people will
overall
say,
health.
you know, I can't do that. I can't have the tea or the coffee or this. We are so clever. Our body, our brain, our nerve cells are so adaptive. All of the receptors on your tongue get used to having no sugar and no salt. It's just reframing it, exactly what Sophie's saying. So we can do it. You know, the body will adapt. And you've a walking example.
I want to have a look at one more. Okay, so your visceral fat was 17 on day 1, a really important health stat. It's directly linked to health-related issues. Today, after 20 days, your visceral fat is 15.
Wow. Brilliant.
That's huge. That's 2 points down. The goal is 13.
You're very close.
That's the target we're aiming for, and
Very
13 and
close.
below. But again, that's all coming from the fact that this is dropping. Reducing your sugar, changing your diet, moving more, you're adapting really well. That's come down really quickly, and you're getting down towards the healthy zone now for reducing your stroke risk factor, your type 2 diabetes risk factor, your heart attack risk factor. Everything's coming down because that number's coming down in terms of the risk, which is brilliant. One more. We're going to have a look at your waistline. Very important. Your waistline day 1 was 50 inches.
Wow. Superb.
4 inches down in 20 days. And I know that's something that you're seeing, isn't it? We're going to have a look at this.
I mean, we all know how to put a pair of trousers on, whatever. But you put one leg in, and then normal people be raising their knee, and they're putting the next one in. I could never do that. I always had to sit at the side of the bed. Anyway, so this morning, I pulled one leg on standing up, and then I raised my knee, and then I balanced on my left leg, and I put the other leg of my jean on. It nearly knocked me back off my feet with the shock of it. So anyway, so I don't know whether that's a plus or a minus, but you look at, there's massive changes already.
Massive plus. Can I say what you have just done there is demonstrating all the work that you're doing. You're taking pressure off your joints. You've lost some weight. Your balance is improving. You can stand on one leg. Everything Karl and Professor Moyner would say, legacy for health. I think you're amazing. I really do.
Yeah,
I really do think you're amazing.
I looked down at myself Thursday. My belly doesn't hit the steering wheel in the truck anymore.
Oh, huge. Yeah.
And you know, to have done it in 20 days, it's just, I can't believe it. Honest to God. Such a change, and I'm loving it. Great. Honest to Christ, yeah, I'm loving it.
You're proud of yourself?
Yeah, and that's not something that something that I haven't felt in a long time. Yeah. And people have been messaging me, telling me that they're proud of me, which is fucking amazing. Other people are proud of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's
inspiring them, you see.
Yeah.
I want to have a look at something.
How are you, Dad?
Oh, you're so handsome.
How are you, Dad? Just a quick video to say how proud we are of you. Obviously, even more so now because I have to do this video. I can see how hard it is to record yourself doing lunch every day because I can't bear to sit in front of it.
We're so proud of you. We can see that, you know, you're putting yourself way out of your comfort zone.
But I'm delighted that you're obviously just sticking to what you said you wanted to do. You're saying it for a while and you're buckling down, losing the weight and doing exactly what you wanted to. So fair play. Keep it going. Keep it up.
And you seem to be in a really, really good headspace about it all as well. So, yeah, really happy for you. Happy for the results that you're getting. And so proud of you.
I do get text messages out of them, but I've never got that often.
Ever?
Well, I've never seen them telling me that they're proud of me and shit, like on a video that's going out nationally.
It's a legacy, really, isn't it? When you think about it, it's a nice legacy of health.
Take a deep breath now. You can all relax. Aimee, Sheena, Garry, thank you for coming into us today.
Thank you, guys.
Halfway, day 20. Folks at home, thank you so much for watching the show from all around the world. We've been blown away by the response. Over 40,000 people are following the plans that our challengers are following. So don't forget you can listen in to Ireland's Classic Hits Radio between 10 and 2, where Trina Mara is interviewing our challengers every day during the week. And if you missed one, you can catch up with a podcast on the Ireland's Classic Hits Radio website. Next, we're going to catch up with 3 more challengers and see how they've got on. Caroline?
This is where I get to throw the towel in and kind of go, bugger this, I can't be arsed.
Jeanette?
I was happy when I didn't see lunges, but this is harder.
and Trish.
5k, nearly completed. I couldn't run, I'm being really honest. Legs are freaked, literally freaked.